Wanted to give you guys my thoughts and reaction to Caleb Williams at the NFL Draft Combine. He came out and did a press conference and answered a bunch of questions. We got to see the measurables. I know he declined a bunch of stuff too, which I'll get into in a second here. But yeah, just giving you guys my overall reaction to that. So what is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL, here to talk about the Chicago Bears and here to talk about Caleb Williams, the presumed #1 overall pick to potentially the Chicago Bears. We'll talk about that as well. But yeah, man, talking about Caleb Williams here, I gotta say, like, kind of first impressions here of really just seeing him at the Combine talking and stuff. And there's clips out there. You guys can go check it out on Twitter, X, what have you. This dude is confident, man. This dude is confident. And he's that borderline between confident and cockiness. I don't think he's over the top cocky, but like he's straddling that line, and that's really hard to do. But I like it. I like it, man, because you know that the quarterback position is a position you need confidence in. And I'll tell you this much. The previous quarterbacks we've had, and I'm already assuming like Caleb's a Bear, but just work with me here if he is. The previous quarterbacks the Chicago Bears have been like the, you know, put your head down, go to work, be humble, those type of quarterbacks, Justin Fields, Mitchell Trubisky, if you will. But Caleb is unlike that. Now, we've had quarterbacks that, you know, kind of also were, you know, the type that didn't really care too much. It was just whatever, like a Jay Cutler. But Caleb cares. Caleb cares. But he's also very confident. He talked about how he wants to be the #1 overall pick. He talks about how he wants to be legendary. He talks about how he wants to, you know, be immortal. Like, he wants to be great, right? You didn't hear a lot of those cookie cutter coach speak, player speak kind of quotes, if you will, from the player. He's just, you know, original, and he's about himself. So I like that. I told you, he's straddling that line between confidence and cockiness. And at the quarterback position, I like my quarterback to be confident. And he's got a personality, man. He would certainly have the most personality of any Bears quarterback that I can remember. But yeah, so to me, first impressions from just him talking, like he was getting grilled by the media and he was just handling the questions easy. Like he stepped up to the podium, said good morning, and then boom, somebody's like, hey, are you afraid to compete? Like sometimes I feel like the media also just, you know, they think it's about them. It's really not. It's about the players. Like, you gotta like know what the time and place is, read the room, if you will. But my point is, like, I think he handled everything well. I think he spoke pretty well. And to me, I was kind of sold on what I saw from Caleb just from him talking. Now, as far as the other stuff that happened, let's address it one by one. The first thing, he declined the medical reports, like sharing the medical information with all 32 teams. He did say that, hey, 32 teams can't draft me, only one can. So that team or those teams that potentially could draft me, they will have my information. Now, this is unlike anything any prospect has ever done. The kind of, you know, common thinking in me is just saying, hey, Caleb, why are you making a big deal? Just submit your medicals, man. It's not that big of a deal. But then I also kind of get, hey, you know, I kind of am different. I want to do things different, right? That's what makes Caleb Williams. And so he's thinking, you know what, this is just how I want to do it. Be a bit of a trendsetter. So if that's him, sure. And then, you know, not throwing at the Combine, all of these things. He basically said, look, I have a tape of games. You guys can go check that out if you want to see how I play. You don't need me to throw and stuff like that. I probably would have just wanted him to do all those things. But you know what? I don't hate it. That's where I'm at with this. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. You know, he wants to be a little different. Cool. That's fine. As long as you perform, man. That's all that matters. All of this stuff is ancillary. As long as you come out the field and you perform, that is what is going to matter. Okay? And so that was the other thing. And then Caleb, about his height and size concerns. He got measured at the Combine. He's 6'1", 214, 9 3/4 hand size. Like, no concerns to me. That's perfect good size for a quarterback. To me, like, I think those concerns were overblown for Caleb Williams. So I think from that standpoint, he's good. So, like, yeah, kind of these check marks that you had in your head about Caleb, like, I think he checked a lot of them for me. And I feel comfortable drafting Caleb. Like, obviously, I know the team is going to do a lot more work into it and get information gathering. But like just first impression, this is all it is. First impression for me, I liked how different he was, but I also just liked the fact that, he was still being himself and wasn't trying to be different. It was just like authentic. And so to me, whether he's the quarterback of the Bears or not, we'll see. But certainly to me, he didn't come off as a guy who feels like, oh my God, he's going to be drama or he's going to be, a head case. Yeah, he's different for sure. But as long as you perform on the field, that is all fans are going to care about in Chicago. You go out there and you perform, Caleb, and the fans will love you. That's what matters. So that's where I'm at with it, people. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys see the clips of Caleb at the Combine? What were your first impressions? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.